I can't seem to break the cycle. Guess I'm caught up in circles.
Please welcome Chesney Hawkes.
I kissed the back of your head.
I was looking for you the other way.
So
overdressed. So
I know. I did think
The
about
ladies are
coming
disappointed.
dressed like the video, but then I thought.
So why did you want to do the video like that? Like, what's the story behind
Well,
it?
that song is basically about freedom of self-expression, you know, and like you get to a certain age where you just think, you know, I don't really give a what people think, and I wanted it to be like a liberating experience.
And was it?
Something bold and brave. Yeah, it was. Very.
Was it?
Yeah.
But
It was cold as
would
well.
you have done it if you weren't so fit?
You think oh, thank you very much, Mariella. Thanks for noticing.
Very hard not to, Chesney, if you don't mind me saying.
It's a fabulous song, though. I love it.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely love it.
Thank you
Yeah,
very much.
it's brilliant.
really
and just
good.
the whole, there's a new album coming out later on in the year, of course.
Yes,
and
available
tour.
to pre-order now on
Great.
ChesneyHawkes.com.
Okay,
It's a banger. We're loving it.
It's brilliant.
The new one.
Yeah, the new song we've been listening. It's good.
There's a real sense of, you talk about sort of liberating and feeling freer, and I guess that this new music feels like this now. You know, we talk about the one and only, every single person knows every single word, but weird, it was an incredible time in your life, but there were lots of negative downsides to that time as well.
Well, I mean, it was a fun time at the time.
Yeah.
You know, and every kind of young boy's dream, I guess. But there's always going to be, you know, another other side of the hill, as it were. You know, and I know. Look at that whippersnapper. That's when we first met, Marielle.
You still look like a whippersnapper. I was actually thinking about that. You know, I interviewed Chesney 34 years ago. I think it was when The One and Only came out. We were both at the Cannes Film Festival.
That,
was it?
Yeah, because we were promoting Buddy's song. So I was at the Cannes Film Festival before all of the madness. So you met me as a wee boy.
Just young, innocent.
I was. I didn't know what was coming.
I wish I'd known it. No, I was young and innocent at the time as well. But what I was going to ask you was just, how different do you feel you are now? Like, how would you describe the difference between that young boy? What were you, 19, something like that?
Yeah, I would have been 18 when we met.
And you now, you know, do you look at him fondly or with pity or with embarrassment? No, pity because of what you know, what's to come.
Yeah, I mean, obviously a lot has happened since then, and I'm a father of 3 adults now. In fact, my youngest just turned 19, and you know, that's the age I was when I first started releasing records.
And what do you feel looking at him and thinking that was the age when I was literally catapulted to kind of global?
Well, I do look at there he is, my boy. There, I do look at him sometimes and think, oh, you've got it all to come, my boy. But you know,
But does it worry you?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't, because I hope at this point that my wife and I have done a good job with our kids.
But does it worry that he's following in your footsteps and because of what you went through, or do you feel you'll be able to prepare him for that?
I think I wouldn't change what I did for anything. You know, I always say with my kids, whatever makes you happy, do. You know, it's that old cliche, isn't it? If you love what you do, you never work a day in your whole life, right? So, and I want them to follow whatever's in their heart, whether that's music or accounting. It's not accounting.
You mentioned your kids there, and you went through a really horrific experience. It's the sort of thing that wakes me up in the middle of the night as a nightmare. When you and your wife were flying somewhere, I think to Italy, wasn't it, on a plane, and actually even the air hostess said,
she said we're all going to die. Yeah. A very short story, long story short, I should say. We were in the middle of the flight, my wife and I, to Barcelona actually, and the masks were deployed. The stewardess absolutely lost her mind and was basically shouting, "We're all going to die!" And she's on the floor in fetal position and throwing bottles into the. and the captain
Well
said,
trained.
"Emergency, brace, brace," and we looked out the window and the plane's doing that.
Wow.
And we actually, my wife and I, she was calm as anything. I was crying, typical, isn't it? Always. So we actually left a message on our family WhatsApp group to say we don't know what's happening. We think the plane's going down. We love you. Look after each other. We're okay. We're happy. It was a wild experience. Yeah.
And did they get that?
No,
message?
as soon as we landed, I made sure, delete that. And then the first thing came up on my phone was from a GNA. Did you enjoy your flight?
I've got some notes about it, actually.
So every time I filled in that survey.
Yeah, I bet. It makes you appreciate life, though, doesn't it?
It really does.
Enjoying every second of it.
Changed a lot.
You talk about doing something that you love, and music is what you love, Chesney, and you've always done it. All of the years since the big single, you've been in LA, you've been writing music for other artists. Like it's been your life.
It has, I know a lot of people only really know me for the one and only, and I understand that. But I never stopped making music.
Yeah.
And right now, the music I'm making now, as you mentioned before, I have so much kind of freedom and feel great about what I'm doing, and it's on my own terms, And
But that feels good.
It does. And I'm going out on tour with this band, and there's my boy there playing with me. He'll be coming out on the road with me as well. So, and my brother on drums still.
When's the tour?
It's next year. It's going to be March and April next year.
Wow.
You said
You guys should come.
Yeah, we'd like to.
Yeah,
We can do a special. You've said that tenacity rather than talent is the real driver of people's success in the music business. In fact, you were applying it to your son, who you said has got a real glint in his eye. But is that because of your own experience?
I think I've always been that way. I never had a backup plan. It was a music. I never had a proper job.
But did you ever think, that's it, I'm never going to be successful again, so I might as well give up and do something different?
No, never thought that. Never, ever thought that. I've carried on. The thing is, it's the people that can be knocked down and the ones that get up. It's what you do with that, isn't it? And I have mentored young artists in the past, and as the quote that you're talking about is that basically it's not always the talented ones that I know are going to make it. It's the ones that have that eye of the tiger, that kind of unflinching belief, and also love for what you do.
Yeah.
That kind of music, like you get up and you want to pick up a guitar, or you dream music. Those are the ones that do it.
It makes us want to dance, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
Well, let's do it.
Too right. Well, you don't need to ask us twice. Seriously, we'll all be there. Live Forever is out today.
Yes.
We are loving the new music. Honestly, it's
So great.
brilliant.
Love it.
New album later on coming out.
Yeah,
Like you said,
it's all
tour coming up.
available
It's
to
all
pre-order now.
happening.
So.
We love it. Thank you so much, Chesney.
Thank
as
you.
always. So become a